catch the life. Welcome, who just arrived? Daddy and daughter. Double jeopardy, talker. Different topic, saga. Learn something before your departure. Grab a cup of tea, coffee, water. Make we reason, make we reason. Podcast throughout the season. Make we reason, make we reason.
Make a reason, Anelli.
How can I help you this time, Dad?
Well, I just want to share a few things I've learned about you this past season.
Okay, go ahead.
I learned that you are bubbly, very intelligent, compassionate, and you make excellent points. I enjoyed that.
Why, thank you, Dad. And I learned a lot about you, too. I learned that you never stopped thinking about me while I was growing up. And you, dear sir, are the funniest person I know.
Wow, I didn't know you thought about me like that. Thank you. Although we're both immigrants, we come from two different generations, and we see things a little bit differently.
I'm just trying to let you see the world through my eyes. Everything's new now.
Well, good luck with that one. I'm hoping you'll see things from my perspective this season.
Well, maybe and maybe not, but we'll have fun along the way, right?
For sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Some me plant piece of corn down a gully, and it bear till it kill poor Sammy. Sammy dead, Sammy dead, Sammy dead, oh. Sammy dead, Sammy dead, Sammy dead, oh.
All right, Dad, wait. What if I told you that is not Sammy plant piece of corn, but is peas and corn?
Hold on there. What you really I say?
Listen.
Hold on no. From me a little boy, me and my people ever sing that song, yeah. Everybody sing that song, yeah. And it's Sammy plant piece of corn.
Me too. I saw me used to sing it. I
Really?
used to sing it that way too. Listen, I won't tell you anything that is outlandish or crazy.
Wow.
I did some digging on the internet, and there was a social media post, and they say, you know what? It's not peas and corn, it's peas and corn. And reading the comments, everybody is saying, you know what? That makes sense. And it really does.
Sammy plant
Because-
peas and corn. That not sound
No,
right.
no, you say it too proper. Sammy plant piece of corn down a gully. It sound like
Sound
it,
like
no.
it sound like it's a piece of corn. So that's why you can easily see how we
Yeah.
say piece of corn.
Right.
But, you know, wow, I did the research on this, and I've seen a lot of versions of peas and corn.
Right.
Sammy plant peas and corn.
There's even as like a recorded song, like,
Yes.
but it's peas and corn.
Wow. How long we get fooled? Because the parents fool with because of them here sing it first.
They probably never know the better.
Man.
Anyways, guys, I'm Nell. How are you?
And I'm T-Rob. Welcome, listeners. Remember, Sammy plant peas and corn,
Yeah.
not piece of corn.
Okay, that should be Wild Wild World News, but no, let's go to Wild Wild World News.
All right. Well, I'm here to tell you this morning that Wild Wild World News is coming from South Lake Tahoe, California.
Okay, your peoples. Okay.
They're searching for a burglar. Can you believe that? But this is not a human burglar.
What kind?
This burglar is a massive black bear called Hank the Tank.
I mean, wait a minute. How did they even know to call the bear that? Like, is the bear like a frequent visitor or something? Like, what them call the bear that?
The policemen, the beloved police or the wildfire, California Fish and Wildlife Department has basically pinned him to about 38 burglaries, destroying property and stealing food from people's
that's what
houses.
He's looking for.
So he has been breaking into homes. And so Hank the Tank got his name from the police department in Tahoe. So he's affectionately called Hank the Tank.
They must find this funny.
Now, he's marked for death. So he's
no.
he's a wanted bear. But there is an
I guess
organization.
wanted, dead or alive.
He's wanted dead by the California Fish and Wildlife Department. But there is an association which wants him to be let loose somewhere else, find a new home for him. But they can't find Hank, and that is the problem.
Uh-oh.
And euthanasia is a last resort. You wouldn't want to kill an animal for being an
No,
animal, right?
no.
So Hank the Tank is on the loose and until he shows up breaking into homes. And as a matter of fact, he's broken into occupied homes. So that could be dangerous.
Wait, he goes in while people are at home. Like, do they know? Like, they see the bear coming inside the house?
I'm not sure if he's being seen coming inside the house, but
Is he
maybe
on a
after
Ring
his
doorbell camera. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, he's breaking windows, he's busting garage doors and coming inside. So I'm not sure what kind of surveillance is on him.
Okay.
But he's gotten through and he's finding food and he's just basically doing this as a full-time job.
Run, Hank, run.
Hank the Tank.
Run,
So
Hank, run.
let's hope that they catch him and move him to somewhere else so he can live.
Hank, run.
So he can
Run
live
to
his life.
Oregon, Hank, run.
Right. And it's not a Jamaican beer. All right. So that's my Wild Wild World news for today.
Kind of wild. Happy Independence Day to our fellow Caribbean neighbor, St. Lucia. They just celebrated their 43rd year of independence. Way to go, St. Lucia. Woo. Then we celebrate also Guyana, who's celebrating 52 years as a republic. Now, here's the interesting thing. The president has announced the One Guyana initiative, which is to let every Guyanese have a better life. They plan to cut electricity rates by 50%, indulge in the hemp industry, give more pensions and grants out to seniors, build new highways, and invest in more tourism and mining. Way to go, Guyana. We like to see you flourish.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so Dad, I'm going to follow you, and I have my own list, but it has to do with Carnival. Hey.
Okay.
So they just listed the top 10 Caribbean countries that have the best Carnival. All right, so what do you think Jamaica fall on? Just give me a number. What do you think Jamaica fall on?
All right. I'm going to say smack in the middle at the top 10, I would say 5 or 6.
All right. So let me get started on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, Puerto Rico. Okay. Number 9, the posh islands of the Bahamas.
Okay.
Number 8, Saint Martin. Is that the Dutch or the French side? With the 2 E's.
That's a Dutch.
Okay, right. Number 7, Jamaica. So it's 7.
That was close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 6, the Spice Island again, Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, my favorite, Barbados.
Oh, really?
Yes. Number 4, our celebrants, St. Lucia.
All right.
Number 3, Martinique.
Okay.
That little island. Right.
One of the best carnivals. Wow.
Number 2, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
All right, there's one.
Number 1, what do you think?
I haven't heard that name called yet, which I expected to hear.
Which is what?
TNT.
Trinidad and Tobago is number 1. I can attest for that fact. Okay, I was there. So those are the top 10 places to have the best carnival experience. So what's next, Dad? We have our main topic.
Yes, so we're going to continue with Paul Blake and his story.
Yes.
And you will hear the second part of a 3-part series of Paul's journey. and we're gonna get into some things that you've never heard before.
Right. So all those who had questions like which group he was and everything like that, it will be answered just in time. So just listen to the main topic as we just ask some questions and we get some information.
Different topic saga. Learn something before your departure. Grab a cup of tea, coffee, water. Make we reason, make we reason.
Are you ready? Are you really ready? Are you ready? Are you really ready?
Describe your first time, I guess leading up to like your first studio session, like who it was, where you went.
That's beautiful. All right, so it's a journey. Okay, I started working at the bank NCB, right, and then in my just at the end of the first year, I make up my mind I'm gonna be a banker, and just singing is just a hobby. I met this guy named Boris Gardner. You must know that name, Boris Gardner. Your dad should know the name. Anyway, he's a very, very big singer back in the day. He has a song that went to #1 all over the world. I wanna wake up with you.
I know that song.
Yeah, I wanna be there when you open your eyes. Anyway,
Yeah.
Boris Gardner had a band, and I was singing at a nightclub named Bohemia, in Harford area, and so every musician, third world, you name them, everybody would come to there because that's where live music was happening, right?
Okay.
So so I was the lead singer. They were paying me. You sing. That's where Frankie Paul was discovered, by the way. And by this day, his name is Paul Blake too, right? And
Really?
I remember the night. Yeah, I remember the night when he came on. There was a talent contest, and because he sang, and then I closed the show. The newspaper say it was a night of Paul Blake's. So yeah.
Right.
So Boris Gardner came, he saw me singing, and he said, "Man, you sound good," and he wants me to sing with his band. So I said, "But I have a career starting out at the bank, and basically when him show me the money, because this is going to sing on the North Coast now in the hotels, right? When he showed me the money, I'm like, what I would make in 1 week in the North Coast, on the North Coast, I'd take probably a month to make it in the bank, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So I said, I just handed in my resignation at the bank and went into music, and my name started getting out there. So came back. So the contract finished now. Came back to Kingston, and I started hanging out with this guy named Danny Brownie, right? Top producer. No, but that time nobody knew him, right? And we formed this group called Fire Posse, right? So I said to Danny, I'd like to start recording, and Danny said, "I'm going to try something. New." Right? This is very interesting. So he decided to borrow. Judy Mowat had a drum machine. That time, you don't hear anything about drum machines, right? It's just people don't just play normal drums, right?
Drums, right.
He said, "Let's try something different." So he got a drum machine, and we got the keyboard player whose name is Alden. We call him Chopper John, and he started playing a synthesizer bass, right? Yes,
yeah.
not keyboard bass, not the real bass.
No, I know.
Right,
I know
okay.
what it is. Yeah.
And so we did the song. I did the song called this guy. Because we're musicians, people just come to the house all the time, right? Danny's family was big. They were called the Brownie Bunch, and this guy came and started singing a song, say, "I ain't just a rubber dub soldier fighting to keep the rockers alive." I said, "Danny, that's so nice, So I went home the night and I started writing. If it means that I'll have to be working from 9 until 5. And Danny said, "I like it. I will carry it, go to the studio. We don't have no money, right?" I had to borrow money from my girlfriend, which she became my wife. I borrowed $100 from her. I still don't pay her back, by the way.
I mean,
but guess what, Nelly? That song, because it's different, went straight to #1. My first song, number one. So we went on a tour with Judy Mowat. We toured parts of America, the West Coast, and then we went to Canada. And then Danny come to me another night and said, "Pablo, we have to follow it up, I'm saying, "Let's go." I'm saying, "I have a song in my mind." So what it say? He said, "Get flat. Every person get." I'm saying, "Yeah, that sound good, man." I'm saying, anyway, the tour started, put pen to paper, right? And we came up with Get Flat. Let me tell you something. Rubber Dub Soldier was big. Get Flat was far bigger than it. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Oh, I
I
bet because there was
remember.
a dance to it.
There was a
There's
dance
a
to it.
dance to
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Me knowing Minister and hearing that song, I was
You were too hyped.
I was hyped. I was proud. I was shocked. I was going.
Yes.
Like, me know that brother didn't
But
know.
it came with
Yeah.
it come with a sense of affirmation that I said I knew that's where he
Yes.
was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
good.
know,
That's
the early signs that I've seen while we were in the choir,
Right.
it did not surprise me, but I was sort of
Mm.
like pleasantly surprised. Like, wow, Blakey really
Yeah.
went there.
You know what? You know what's interesting about that, T? Yeah. What is interesting, Nelly, is that I never felt rated in the choir. So when T, he liked what he heard and stuff. The big singers, the guys who would sing solos, they never rated me, right?
Yeah.
So can I be honest? Probably the first time I'm saying this ever.
Uh-oh.
Bombshell.
Like we're
reason-
reason exclusive, guys.
Yes, bombshell
Exclusive.
coming from Paul Blake.
the reason why I called the band Paul Blake and Bloodfire, because we were Bloodfire Posse, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But the reason why I called the group Paul Blake and the Bloodfire is because I wanted those guys to know say it's me.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted them to know say it's me.
Right. Because
Don't
it was
separate
Bloodfire
the bun
Posse,
from
they
the
would know
cheese.
it was you.
And remember say when you record a song, you don't know if it's gonna hit, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I sing it as Bloodfire, it's gonna hit and you're gonna be on TV. I don't know. But all of a sudden, Barry G. Oh, I didn't tell this. Barry G.
Uh-oh.
One day, this guy named Squeeze, right, and play music. This DJ, this jockey, right?
Yeah.
So Squeeze, we make him mix on the song on Rubber Dub Soda at the end of it. Here, called Squeeze, article mix. Squeeze mix.
Yeah,
First time
yeah,
can I mix?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Squeeze considered himself to be a part of us. So the first song now, Robert Absuta, he took it to Barry G. Now Barry G is a Casey old boy. But Barry G didn't know, say, the guy that sing it is a Casey old boy. But Barry G said he loved the song, right? So
Good
Barry
old
G used to have a
nepotism.
competition, him and this guy named David Radigan. Remember that?
Right. Yes.
Chucky?
Saturday
Right.
night.
Mhm.
Right. So him say Barry G. Now I'm gonna tell you what was playing on the radio now. The next day, right? Or the Monday. The Monday we all of us I had a car, right? A little VW Rabbit. It's a broke down all the time, but all of us all of us fit in the car. Been there, right?
Oh my
So
gosh.
so we listen to the radio and Barry G said, I got a song to play, world. I got a song to play. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. And they put on rubber. And I'm just shouting at the car and said, that is me. So
So
guess
that
what?
was the first time you heard that song on the
First
radio.
time
in the
on
car.
the radio. First time on the radio. So Barry G, so when playing the song, Radigan said, pull up that Barry G. It said, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta admit, man, I had Barry G on the ropes and the man draw this song. I don't know who sing it, man, but this song mashed me up.
Like
Yeah,
for the
man,
whole
yeah,
day that
boy.
song played.
We-
Yeah. For
So
the whole day that song played.
oh my goodness. So they start playing. Once Barry G start playing, it's gonna be a hit,
Yeah.
And then so one day I actually called him and said, "Hey Barry G," because Barry G used to do a thing on the radio called "The Man on the Street." Right? He would, when people walk up across half a tree, he would just interview you, in the mornings. So I called him one day at the radio station. I said, and the advantage then is two radio stations,
Yeah.
JBC and
And
RJR.
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 So if your song playing on one is gonna play on the other, everybody can
Yeah.
hear it. Not like today, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And Barry G, I called him one day. I said, Barry G, my name is Paul Blake. He said, why does that name sound familiar? I said, Barry, I'm the guy that sing Robert Up Soldier, So I used to go Casey. I think he used to sing in the choir to him. He said, what? I said, yes. And so we started a good friendship there. And then he started calling me, interviewing me. And well, it just went up from there.
That's awesome.
Oh, boy.
That's awesome.
So you traveled all over the world with Rubber Dub Soldier and Get Flat,
I did, yes.
Yeah,
right?
where are some of the places that you've been to? I mean, at this point, have you left Jamaica yet, or this was the first time you traveled?
Yeah, like I
overseas?
said, we toured with UB with Judy Mowat, right?
Mm.
Really as a backup band, but because of the Robert Soto was so popular, they allowed me to sing, to open for her then.
Open it,
Mhm,
yeah.
Right.
mhm.
So we
Opening
did
act,
we
yeah.
did Los Angeles, we did San Francisco, we did San Diego, and then we flew to Canada, we went to Toronto and Montreal, right?
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
But here comes, if I can to say, there are some highlights in my career, right?
Yes.
The biggest of all, maybe you shouldn't start with the biggest, but the biggest is opening for a group called UB40. Listen to me,
Wow.
man.
Red,
Listen to
red
me, man.
wine.
Listen.
Wow.
And by the way, big respect to them. Two of them died last year. Let me tell you
Oh.
something.
Sorry
Let
to
me
hear
tell you
that.
something. We did a thing called, okay, we were being managed by Synergy, right? Who were the producers of Reggae Sunsplash, not Sunfest,
Mhm.
Sunsplash,
Sunsplash.
right?
Yes.
I used to manage a group, but we started getting so big, I couldn't do that. So we got Synergy. And the biggest show we had done before UB40 was a thing called CM David Radigan, Capital Radio Reggae Sunsplash in London. 100,000 people, right? I mean, I couldn't believe my eyes, right? And like I say, we had conquered Jamaica, so we're going over to new territory.
Yes.
And so they took us on a European tour. We in Germany, we in Austria, we in all over, you know, all the names. But let's talk about UB40, right?
Yes.
Now, anyway, I'm building up to it. We see some massive crowds in Germany, you know, in different places. And I remember one time on tour with Gregory Isaacs, and Gregory called me. What they did, you see, on the tour bus, a big tour bus. You have Third World, you have Bloodfire, you have Gregory, Aini Kamoze, Sly and Robbie, you know. And Gregory, what they did was they played everybody's album one day. So Third World album played today, Bloodfire the next day, blah blah, right? So we were very excited about that. Gregory Isaacs called me one day and say, "Come here, youth." And hey, can I be honest with you? Be afraid of the man.
That's aggressive. That's aggressive.
Me say, be afraid of him, man. But
You afraid of him?
little, you know, be afraid of him, man. If you look intimidating.
That was mad aggressive.
So he said, "Come here, youth, come here." So we go. I remember exactly where we were. We were in Hamburg, in Germany, right? And him just carried me one side, and I realized it was a friendly gesture, right? And Gregory Isaac looked at me and said, "Yo, I like your music, in a youth. Yeah, I like your music, right?" And he give me some advice. He said, "Anywhere you go, you must buy a souvenir. Anywhere you go." That time, Gregory was about 20 watching by from Switzerland and these places, right?
Right.
But I took his advice. But here's what he said to me that night. It was very funny, but it was interesting. He said to me, "Nobody didn't know this, you know, but today my birthday." I said, "Really?"
Wow.
Yeah. He said, "Listen, apparently nobody never celebrated it, right?"
Yeah.
And he said to me, "But we have something for share with you, you know." Some said, "Yes, sir. Go ahead." He said, "Where call me, sir? Where call me, sir? My name Gregory." That's all right, Gregory. I just feel like a little boy. We're not lying to you.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he said, "Today I'm a 37th birthday. And at 35 time I go to jail. We need 2 more for catch up." Man, man, I love.
Gregory Isaacs.
From then I realized that this is the coolest guy.
I know similar troublemaker.
Yeah, he was horrible, you know, because you know him doing things. But
Yeah.
he said
Like
to
a
me,
street man.
37 times. He said he was 37 years old and he went to jail 35 times. And he said when he goes to prison, he gets out at nights because you know money run the thing, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
right.
So having said all of that, here comes UB40, right? By this time, though, we signed a contract with Sony Records. It was CBS at the time, right?
Wow.
Massive contract.
Wow.
And they said they're gonna put us on a tour, but they need a big group to really, you know, bust it. And them say UB40. When we hear UB40, I mean, we get excited.
Oh my God.
At
that point, UB40 already came out with Red Wine.
Oh yeah,
They were internationally known.
Internationally known.
Song.
And so the first night, we performed was in a place named Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
And we did the opening act. Check this out. We did the opening act, and when we came back into the changing room now, right? We have one room, they have theirs. I didn't know that they were right next door to us. We're jumping, we're high five one another now, because we really mash up the show, you know. And we feel good. I would say yes, because a big crowd.
Yeah.
Can I tell you this?
We're talking about like 30,000 plus, maybe.
Not at that show. That show was a few thousand, right?
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you that we eventually went to a place called Wembley. So
Wembley Stadium.
In the UK,
the arena. But let me get there.
Okay, arena.
So let me tell you something. A lot of people don't know this. 99% of the world don't know this.
Another Mercury Reason exclusive.
Absolutely.
Right,
exclusive. Check this out. When you're going on a tour, you normally get paid. Or you expect to get paid, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Guess what? when you're going on a tour with a massive group as like a UB40, or if you can go with like a Michael Jackson or what is, you pay them to be on the tour.
You got to
Wow.
be kidding me.
Oh, this is something that the world doesn't know.
Wow.
That still goes on today?
Absolutely worse. We had to pay them. Listen to this. We had signed a contract for £150,000, right? We had to pay them £20,000 to get on that tour.
Wow. So you're buying.
And them tell us, the
Wow.
management said to us, guys,
Yeah,
go ahead.
You're basically like
You're paying to get big.
Yeah, like you're paying.
You're paying commercial advertising space.
At first, we said that's ridiculous.
That don't make no sense.
But
Right.
it makes sense. Can you imagine going on tour with Michael
didn't
Jackson?
know that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you get on tour with Jay-Z?
Just to be associated with his performance.
Right.
You're
Or
gonna
to get there. Actually, that's their crowd that you're
Exactly. You're getting a crowd that you would never get before.
Right.
So check this out. This is very interesting. Our management said they paid them the £20,000. So then what they said to us, basically, you guys haven't wanted to get for at least another month or two. We never cared. At first, we thought it was wrong, right? But check this out. They heard us high fiving and getting excited in our room. And then the next day, they called a meeting with our management, without us, just with our management. Management come in with a big smile. I would say, what? We said, what? We said, well, I just finished the meeting with the UB40 management. He said all of them came into the meeting and they said, listen, these guys playing reggae music from Jamaica, right? We can't. This is how is reggae get money, right?
Right.
We can't allow them to go to Jamaica and say UB40 charge them £20,000. They gave us back everything.
Wow.
Good
Every
people.
cent.
Wow. Well deserved.
That's paying it forward. That's
Yeah.
paying it forward.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
good. That's
I'm
good.
telling
That's
Yeah.
good.
And,
That was nice.
to add to it, you know what they did? They said, hey, we want you to get the bulk of the crowd. So because when you're opening, you have some people that come late because they want to get to see the main
they want to
act,
get
right?
through the
So they say we want you to get the bulk of the crowd. So they said when they come after we finish, the crowd call us on back, we go on, and then they come on, and then when they finish, the crowd call them back on. They said when they're coming on for the encore, they want we to come on with them.
Nice.
And have 20,000-30,000 people like get flat.
Yes.
Right?
Wow.
And all them are play with you, and the world never get flat. So, I'm telling you, it's amazing. They really, really liked us. They really liked us.
Okay.
So let's get
that definitely changes my perspective on things because I normally think that these European bands that come to Jamaica and actually take the music over there, like they tend to not reach back.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely, my perspective has changed.
That's a good
with that,
story.
Absolutely.
for sure.
I'm telling you,
great story.
Amazing. And we all became very good friends,
Oh,
so
nice.
let's fast forward now to this is probably the biggest show now, Wembley, right? This is the cream of the crop.
Yes.
The whole tour, and they keep writing up about the tour. Every city you go, because it was Britain, so we went to apart from the Manchester and London is a big. Plus we went to Scotland, went to Ireland. We stayed the hotel that we stayed in Ireland. They said it was the most bombed hotel in the history of the world.
Wow. So you toured the UK.
We toured the UK, right?
Are you still good as well?
did we have a choice?
No choice, I guess.
The Irish
Anyway, they told
Republican
us-
Army.
That's correct, right?
Yeah.
So they told us, they said to us that, that don't happen anymore and things. So I said, all right, just one night to stay in there. So anyway, this is the biggest tour now. Everything is exciting. This is London or Wembley, and you know what? I'm gonna look if I have the picture. I believe I have the picture to show you. Us standing in front of Wembley, with the big UB40 appearing tonight and 3 nights, and then they write Blood Fire Posse also or something, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
listen now. This is interesting. We're in there giving jokes. I'm the life of the party, so I always giving jokes and everybody will laugh. We have different girls in there and excitement. So all of a sudden, a white man walked in, right? A Caucasian man walked in, very serious. So everybody quiet because we don't know who this man is. And he said, hi, I had to come and say hi to you guys because, I am the head of CBS Records.
What?
I'm telling you, you could have heard a pin drop. And then the man, he paid us the highest of compliments and then he cut us down after. Listen to this. He said to us, man, what we've been reading about in the newspapers and the record sales, and you guys are going, man. You guys are gonna great. You stole some of the shows from UB40, and I'm saying he has all the reports. But hear this now, I'm saying, but understand this. This is London, okay? London is is where it all happens. People are gonna be buying drinks when you're singing and da 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 da. But just don't feel in a way. You've already conquered. So just do your thing. It's same, we said we were very pleasant and say, oh, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. You said him close the door. Mr. To my guys, I ramp him a ramp. He tell me about people. We said, we'll get the whole Wembley, get flat, and up here now, what a lick shot. Boop, boop. You see what done, man.
So that was like a motivating factor for you.
You understand me?
Right.
When we came out, because we come out, listen, when we come out with fireworks and thing, we got all out, right? So
Yes.
pyrotechnics and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And when we came out, UB40, the guys in UB40, we never see them do this. Well, maybe they did it, I we never see it before.
Yeah.
All of them came out and start watching us and start cheering us on, right?
Yeah.
Now the crowd can't see them because if the crowd see them, appear screaming, right?
Right.
Because there
You're
would
on the sidelines.
right. And then come out and them mix up that and say, go on, Paul Blake, and and I'm telling you, we had, I don't know the number, but thousands of people getting flat. I mean, we really went to town on that show. So that to me was the highlight of my reggae career,
Yes.
touring with UB40. We
Wow.
toured
Right.
all over, never went to Japan, never went to Africa, but we went all over the world, different places.
Sidebar, I guess, like, what was your, I mean, were you like freezing to death, like said, right, that's so holy, like, how did you like, never been to these places,
Oh.
and you're like, oh my goodness,
along
like,
with other cultural shocks, what did you
right.
sort of
Yeah.
experience out
Was there
there?
anything that stood out? Like, we never know, say, like, what?
Yes. Well, as a young man, I made trips to America. Your family in
Right,
America.
right, right, right.
Mhm.
But going to Europe and those places was just out of this world. Never ever thought I'd be there because, like I say, you're nobody, but you're touring all over the world.
Yeah.
But what one of the highlights for me was in Germany, right? Again, I don't know the numbers, but a big crowd in front of me, and check this out. The Wimbledon was we were watching it on TV, and Boris Becker from Germany won.
Germany, the tennis player.
So
yeah.
tennis player. So the crowd don't know because they're at the concert, right?
Yes.
I had the pleasure of taking up the microphone,
And announcing.
Germany, guess who win Wimbledon? Boris Becker, and players went crazy. So can you imagine now when we start sing, everybody just sing with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
the sense
man.
of euphoria.
And you know what's so
Euphoria.
you know what's so lovely about music as a whole, but especially reggae music?
Yes.
Some of these people don't know a lick of English,
But
but them can chat the
Oh
part
my
too,
God,
or them
oh my
can
God.
sing the part too.
Oh my God.
And them can rock to the music.
Right.
Listen, I see people singing Gregory Isaacs word for word.
Mm.
All right. So let me tell you, we went to Belgium, we went to France. I mean, Paris was outstanding for us. I mean, just apart from, because at that time I wasn't engaged, but I had my girlfriend. So I can't imagine buying clothes in a Paris fair. Come on now, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big compliment.
Went on the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And then how I even proposed to my girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
She called me one day and said to me, "Hey, Paul, I got a promotion." She's work at the bank, and they say I have to take my vacation now, right? Like 2 or 3 weeks. Can I come? I said, "But honey, I'm going to Italy.
Yeah.
And you have to get a visa." Anyway, the management arranged for her to get a visa, right?
Wow.
Right.
And we went to Italy, and we did 5 shows in 5 nights in Italy, to different places. And so the one day I forget now, they said there's a thing called the gondola in I don't remember that city name. With that city.
Yeah, man.
Venice.
Venice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, that was so romantic. I just proposed to her right on the gondola.
Oh,
Right on the gondola.
that's so
That was sweet. You
Yeah, that
proposed
was-
in
that
Venice,
was-
Italy on the gondola.
Every
I'm telling you.
girl's dream. is
I'm
either
telling
that
you.
Yeah, man.
or the Eiffel Tower, like and the,
Yeah.
Yes.
the perfect
There we go.
romantic stories.
So I even
are
said to
there.
her, in
Yeah.
my proposal, I said to her, you know what? I'd like to have 2 children. And guess what? We end up with just 2 children. So
Oh,
Wait a
nice.
minute.
record
Right
perfect.
So
away.
you call the game
No,
before the game even starts.
God, that's right. I didn't realize the power of the tongue, you know.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
but I
yeah.
went to some nice places, like for example, south of France, right? I remember the tour
Oh,
split.
the
The-
French Riviera.
yes, the tour split now, and Sly and Robbie and Aine Kamosi and Third World. No, sorry, went to Finland and those places. We went to south of France. When we're driving in south of France, the beaches are so long. Guess what? Nobody have appear topless, and so
Oh, yeah.
the bus a mash up.
Especially those European men, they like to wear the little impy skimpies.
Well, we didn't see the men at all, you know.
Oh well,
Is that right?
You know,
they
so-
don't care. They don't care.
no, but okay. So I got. Can I just give you one more joke, right?
No, go ahead.
So we are in I think it's south of France, right? I don't remember where we were, but we're in this walk, we're driving to this stadium now, nearly, right? And hear me now on the TV say, hey, I saw a big man. Because the bus is driving in the stadium and the stage is way down. I'm gonna say, boy, we're big, reggae, big man.
Yeah.
Because they said, thing that was there the week before. Born in the USA. What about
Bruce
Springsteen.
Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. Someone said, boy, reggae big, cause we Third World and Toots and the Maytals, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
When we drive, guess what? Them part of a little part of the stadium, and that's how we're gonna sing.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So we thought we had a big stadium.
I'm still
stage
pushing a
now.
little corner.
Yes. So anyway, so check this out. Of course, Bloodfire is the smallest among these three.
Right.
Yes.
Because Toots
yes.
big in Europe, right?
Yeah, of course.
So we go on. No. Before we go on, we hear quarreling. Boy, the one that vexes me. We are quarreling in the lobby, right? So one of the management, the road manager, come to us and say, "You don't know what going on." We say, "What?" Them say, Third World management and Toots management out there argue about who must go on last, right?
Oh, boy.
So Third World is saying they haven't been to Europe in a long time. Toots say we big in Europe, you know. So anyway, them say Third World say we go next, right? After Bloodfire. Bloodfire go on, we do a thing. And then Third World come on and Third World do them thing. And the crowd was rocking because a long time is the Third World, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says Third World say, good night, thank you all so much. He said Third World, the man is pull down the stage. Toots, what do you call it? His road crew road say, yo, we don't sing it. You see from that, because they had to pull it down.
Right.
It would take too long to pull it up again. So you see from that, Toots said they would go on first.
They didn't get to
We said no.
perform. They never
They
get
didn't
to
get to perform
perform.
that night. They didn't get to perform.
Oh.
They pulled down the stage, and by the time the team realized what was happening, it's too
Oh my
late.
It was too
goodness.
late.
And the people were
Point
going
of no
yeah.
return.
So from that, they learned a
Wow.
lesson. From that, they started going on after us, and
Wow.
then Third World closed the show. It
Wow,
was
we've been
interesting.
listening some fascinating stories from Paul
I
Blake, the
know.
archives,
Wow.
the popular singer, reggae entertainer. Now, we've been listening to your story and seeing how much you've traveled the world. And it seems like how much fun you're having, and you were becoming famous or became famous.
Yes.
But here's the white elephant in the room. The $1 million question.
Yes.
What changed? What changed? Something changed, right?
So
Something
what
changed.
happened? Did something happen?
Something
Yes,
changed.
something major.
So
Something major
would you
happened.
care to
Okay.
share with us on our audience
Absolutely.
what happened?
I just
And
want to say how
and we're
much-
looking for specificity, like you were into the reggae dancehall, not that you guys were participating in vulgar lyrics or anything like that. You were just singing
Correct.
some, Rubber Dub Soldier Get Flat, just party
Yeah.
songs,
They're
right?
pretty mild.
Correct,
They're
yeah.
pretty
Party
mild.
songs.
Party
just to have
songs, right.
fun, just to have
Yeah.
fun
That's right.
within a reggae
Yeah.
way,
Mhm.
right? So you guys
Yeah.
weren't out there as being rude or anything like that.
Right.
But apparently something changed
Okay.
because the lead singer, I remember, for the group, the Fire Posse, still existed from my memory, but I didn't see you as a lead singer again. Especially one song that came out, "Can't Stop Rocking Tonight." I knew that was
Correct.
another lead singer, right? Did I
Yes.
get that right?
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're correct. Correct.
And I saw the video of that, and I saw Fire Posse, but I didn't see Paul Blake.
Right.
So I'm saying something happened. What happened?
Okay,
Maybe
that's-
he's going
that's-
solo. So could you share with our audience some of the
That's
the,
a
the
good.
things that
That's,
happened during that journey.
all right. So first of all, I just want to say how much I really am enjoying this interview. Right, I really
Us
appreciate
Oh,
it.
too,
I
thank
us
really am.
too,
you.
us too,
Yes.
us too.
Yes.
Trust me.
So one day some two dramatic things happened. One um one day like I said, I proposed to my wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna get married. I think it's a summer. So uh I said to the band, hey guys, oh thank you Lord. Um Billboard, right?
Yes.
Said they want to get into reggae. So of course they approached Synergy, who is the promoter of Reggae Sunsplash, and Synergy obviously chose us because we are the new faces of reggae, right?
Right.
Mm.
And we were clean cut. That's what they really liked about us.
Yes.
So they said to Synergy, we want to do an interview with a group or an individual as you choose, and we want to just let America, because Billboard is mainly in America. They say I want America to know about reggae,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
who is taking over from Bob Marley, etc. So they came to us and they say, okay, guys, listen, you're gonna have to do an audition before three old men, right? Three men just get sit down. So you have to sing like in front of 10,000 people, right?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
No, we did it when we signed the contract with CBS Records. We had to do that, and it wasn't a pleasant experience because you say, "Come on, put your hands in the air, hallelujah!" And you
Yeah.
wave
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You say, "Get flat."
But
Every posse get flat, and three man
there's
cut
no
them 10.
response.
Three men
Right.
cut them 10, and they not even nod. They don't even say, "Okay, not
Yeah.
bad." They're
Yeah.
not showing you anything.
Any
So
emotions at
you
all?
have to push yourself,
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
so we said, hey, we're good. We've done this before, and everybody excited. And we're very excited because now remember we signed our company, we signed with Sony Records. We're gonna get big, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I said to the guys, hey guys, listen, I'm getting married, so I'm going to America for a week, or I think it's a week or 2 weeks. But I said, I'm going to America. Can you guys just rehearse the songs? Because we all know the songs. Let's rehearse the songs. And then when I come back, we have another week. We rehearse, and then we'll do the thing.
Mm.
And I didn't say to the group. I said to one individual, Chopper John, keyboard player.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chopper said, "Yeah, man, no problem, man." So when I came back now, at the time appointed, I saw the manager, one of the managers. His name is Ronnie Burke. I saw Ronnie Burke at the airport. And Ronnie said, "What you doing here?" I said, "What do you mean what I'm doing here?" And I explained to him. He said, "No, man, I hear that you're sabotaging the group." I said, "Ronnie,
Wow.
if I'm sabotaging the group, I'm sabotaging myself." Ronnie, stop talking
Right.
foolishness.
Well, that makes no sense.
He said, "No, man. Well, I have to have a meeting tonight because this sounds crazy. The guys say you're sabotaging us." I said, "Let's call the meeting. I'm too tired. Just call the meeting."
Wow.
And I said, "I'll go." So turn up at the meeting and everybody high five and punch, walk on. How was the trip? And everything good, and we're chatting and laughing. Sat down now, and Ronnie said, "Gentlemen, I don't know what's happening. Paul is not supposed to be here because somebody in the group say he's sabotaging the group and he's not coming to the audition." So I mean, I had to stop. I said, "Ronnie, are you hearing yourself? That does not make any sense." And I said, "Well, let's talk." All of a sudden, nobody not looking me in the eyes, right? I'm saying, "What is?" Right?
Mm.
And they say, "Why, when I lie to you turn superstar because you tell we you must rehearse and then you can come join us." I said, "Gentlemen, stop, man, stop, man. So getting married. So I went up to get some stuff for the wedding, dress and whatever, Come on, man." And the man said, "No, no." So after about an hour of grumbling, I hear the man them say something that I could never dream. Them say, "We're gonna have a vote." I said, "A vote for what?" Them say, "I give a vote to see if we must kick you out of the group." I said,
What?
"Stop talk." I wasn't pleased. I said, "Stop talk foolishness."
Yeah.
They don't mean,
Oh.
what you saying? This group is public amplifier. What are you talking about? Them say, "Well, everybody have equal vote now." I'm gonna start get scared. They said, "No, this doesn't sound right." And the management went right around the group. One, he said, Carl is drummer. What you say? Carl say, "Get rid of him."
Mm.
I mean, put Carl in the,
So hold on. Let me stop you
yeah,
there. That vote was in front of you.
in front of me.
Wow.
But nobody
Really?
can look me in the eye. Nobody
Really?
can look me in the eye. And Carl, the drummer, I was the one that put him in the group.
Recruited
right?
him.
The rest
That's
of us,
crazy.
the rest of us kind of was friend kind of thing,
Right,
But
right,
Carl,
right.
we needed a drummer, and we
Right.
called. I said, Carl, I like how you play. When you come join the group, right? Carl said no. To be honest with you, he and I weren't getting along very, very well. But when it start and call say get rid of me, I say all right, no worry. Cause me have Danny, me have Alden, right? The next person was Benji, the bassy, and Benji say him vote for get rid of me too.
Oh
I
my
said no sir.
goodness.
I said this is
Just
what I
like
man.
that.
So Danny Brownie and I are best friends, right?
Yeah.
So the next person is Alden, the keyboard player, and so Alden said Alden turned them face and say. Yeah, me agree with the man. Yeah. What is
Gosh.
That's
what is
not
That
right.
coming like Julius Caesar.
Oh my
That
goodness.
reminds me of this Julius Caesar story.
yes. So the last man is Danny. It's too late now because Danny can't say anything because it's three gone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that, yeah,
So
true.
it-
That
Danny
was
say,
right.
what I'm still asking because they're not let him out of the hook. He said, Danny, what you say? And Danny say, me agree with the man, you know. I'm say, oh my
Really?
goodness. I say, you serious, Danny? And so I said, okay, gentlemen, okay, fine. Me look you in the eye now. Me ask you look me in the eye, right? I mean, I say after all we've been through, this group is. I mean, we are at the verge of making it into a massive group, right? We're touring all over, and we have this we have this thing that to do now. Cause we just finished UB4 to tour now, right?
Right.
So we have this thing to do now, this billboard thing. Are you saying? So I say, I ask you. I'm say, Carl, what you say? Carl, look me in the eye and say yes. I say Benji say yes. I say Alden say yes. I say Danny, you too. Danny say yes. I'm just get up and walk into the meeting. That was it.
Wow.
Wow,
That was it.
I've heard about the music
Wow.
business being very cutthroat.
Oh my goodness.
Friends
Wow.
turn to enemies and everything.
I
But
couldn't
wow,
believe it.
that is
Mm.
I couldn't believe it.
that is unconceivable.
Yeah,
Oh my
I went to my
gosh.
girlfriend's apartment. Like I said, we weren't married yet. I went to her apartment and wake her up and said to her, I'm not with Bloodfire anymore. And she said, Sister Paul, stop your foolishness. I said, yes. When I told her the story, she started crying. She couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe it. Nobody could.
Just like
So
that.
anyway, this is the heart that I have, right? I went to our lawyer. This is lawyer called Milton Samuda. He was my personal lawyer, my personal friend, but I make him start representing the group. And Milton said, no, that don't make no sense. So Milton called them together. They said the same thing, right? And so they decided now to start saying bad things about me. You know, I don't come to rehearsal. I mean, a lot of negative stuff. And I started firing back, which wasn't good.
It became
And
a
then-
soap opera.
Yes. And then,
Wow.
but he check out my heart.
Mm-hmm.
The guy the lead singer for them, his name Trevor Bonnick. They call him Scatter. He now sings with a la 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 in a circle, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I called him, right, because I was kind of grooming him. I liked him, and I gave him
That was a gentleman who did the Can't Stop Rocking Tonight.
right.
Okay.
So he was singing. I gave him an audition. I arranged an audition with Junk on the Lounge. This is a nightclub that play live music.
Yeah.
And he started singing with them.
Cabaret
so I called
style, right?
him. Right. Yes. So I called him and said, hey, me and Bloodfire together, you know. Just go get him a call. He said, what you talking about? I said, call them and get, because I know them getting look for a lead singer.
Yeah, they need a lead singer.
So he got the job. Right.
He did.
And I wouldn't even go into some
You
stuff.
too nice. You too nice.
Well, look,
You
I would
found
just
you
leave
found
them
you
out there
got
to find them
you got
alone.
you got hijacked and you found a replacement for them.
I did. I went and I just
Right.
Wow,
said,
that's
you know,
awfully nice.
you know what? I don't even know why I did it, but I just did it. In fact, he sent me an I wished him happy birthday on Facebook the other day, and he sent me a message that brought tears to my eyes. He's now touring. I don't know if they're touring now because of the coronavirus, but he has been touring now with this big group. They have massive crowds that play, right? In a circle. From Jacob Miller days, right?
Yeah. When you say
He
when you
sent
when you say inner circle, I'm still wondering. Gosh, that band is still around.
Yes, bad boys.
Let me tell you,
Jeez.
Yes.
let me tell you,
Whew.
those are what we would typically, when my generation would call like old bands.
Yeah.
Europe is eating the
Absolutely.
Europe. Let me tell you, Toots
Absolutely.
and even right now,
Yeah.
Toots and the Maytals,
Yes.
all those people, third
Yeah.
world,
Can't get
like,
enough,
they
huh?
can't stop.
I totally agree with you. Yeah.
Freddie McGregor, all
Yes.
those people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Europe have them on lock.
You're perfectly
Really?
right. And Japan and these places.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Wow.
Scatter paid me what I call the ultimate compliment. I just said to him, happy birthday. He
Right.
said to me, Paul Blake, anywhere I get in music, I owe it to you.
That's
Mm.
nice.
Yeah, him say anyway. Him say from the beginning. He remind me about Drunk on the Lounge. He remind me about me
Right.
calling him about Bloodfire. And now he's with this group. They're making money because, as I say, it's Europe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
He
Yeah.
said so. I mean, tears came in my eyes. Guys, I'm like, wow. I didn't even think about it.
You didn't even think you
So
were
you got your
touching.
props. You got your props.
I
You got your
did.
Yeah.
I
props,
did.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the end of Bloodfire. Well, they thought that they could have made it without me. Unfortunately, they never had
Uh-huh.
any. They never had any hit songs after that.
Right.
Can't
I
Stop Rocking
noticed
Tonight
that.
was a good song, but it never hit. It
I
never hit.
noticed that. I
That's
thought
that's their karma. That's their karma.
I
It was. It
knew
was.
I thought that once I didn't see you performing with the group anymore.
Yeah.
It was a different feel, it was a different fit, it was a different
Totally.
look, and it was a different result.
They
So
literally thought they could have done it without me.
right.
Because
So
they were excellent musicians. But
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Because
So
I was like, okay, you're going to kick the lead singer out of the group and no plans for replacement.
Yeah.
None
I would think that
whatsoever.
I was like, I would have plans for replacement before kicking the
Before.
lead singer.
so what happened with you were on a tour when they hijacked you from the lead singing position? Did they find the
No,
replacement
we came
join?
back.
No?
No. We're in Jamaica. Remember, we're in Jamaica, and like I said, I went away
You
to the
flew
United
off.
States, right, and
Yeah.
then came back just for like about a week or maybe 2 weeks
Really?
and stuff. Yeah,
That quickly?
Okay.
And they said
But
I was sabotaging the group. That don't make no
Right.
sense at all.
Okay. I sense some amount of jealousy
So
there somewhere.
Yes, there
yeah,
was.
needless to say, did the billboard thing happen?
I don't think so because they never had a lead singer.
Right.
So
Okay.
they sabotaged themselves.
That was
They
something.
shoot
Yeah,
themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they
They
did.
shot
Yeah.
themselves in the
They
foot.
did.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I mean, even if they had that plan, a wise person would have said, "Let's do the audition, and then we'll kick him out of the group."
Because
Yeah.
at that point, I feel like if you guys were auditioning for a billboard, that would have, not to say that you guys haven't made history, but that would have been reggae history. You're the first
Absolutely,
band
absolutely.
to, I guess, kickstart this whole billboard
That's
reggae
right.
thing.
That's right.
That
Yeah.
would have been made history.
Mhm.
I mean, that was really cutting off your nose to spite your face because
Wow, that's
this
crazy.
this was an amazing opportunity. And right before that happened, the guys voted me out. Obviously, they were talking about it.
Mhm.
They said they had things to say like, when cricketer play, I don't go to rehearsal, which is not true. I mean, when cricket playing, when you're traveling and you're touring and you come home, you want to relax and enjoy yourself. So we
Yeah.
don't rehearse often. We don't rehearse often when we're in Jamaica.
Right.
If we're coming up with a tour, then
Yes.
we rehearse.
You get
know what I
yourself
mean?
prepared. Yeah.
And so, but this now was an
You can't just be
ideal.
on all the time. You need to rest sometimes.
Exactly. And then so I was doing well financially and all. So cricket, I'm there. Football, I'm there. When we have a rehearsal, I'm there. So I don't
Yeah.
know where they got that from. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it all ended.
That's messed up.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast so you can be notified when we have a new episode. Thank you.
This week, Brata features two places. One of them is Los Angeles,
Yes.
City of Dreams, Hollywood,
Yes.
movie star.
Beverly Hills.
Yes, where dreams are made.
Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Everybody wants to get there. But let me tell you something. There is a dark side to these places, like downtown Los Angeles. Let me encourage you to do a YouTube research on Skid Row in LA. And when you see the condition, you wouldn't believe it's America.
I mean, it's horrible. It looked like downtown Coronation Market, if I should
And-
give you a picture
And worse. I'm telling you, YouTube Skid Row
in Los Angeles.
in
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about this whole thing, I shouldn't say funny, but the weird situation that Skid Row exists under is that a block away is the financial district
Wow.
for downtown LA, where the big bankers and the investment companies and the
Hedge fund,
financial
yeah.
hedge fund managers resides.
And would they have to pass these people every day to go to work, maybe?
Sometimes I'm sure they've seen them. They can't avoid them.
Yeah.
But Skid Row, I'm not going to describe what I've seen. I want you to do the research on YouTube and do your research on Skid Row, Los Angeles,
All right, what's the
and
next
tell
one?
us what you think. The next one is Philadelphia, city of brotherly love. And the fact of the matter is, Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia is it's destitution, it's desperation, it's drug infested. And again, you can't believe it's the United States of America.
Right.
So
Yeah.
go ahead, Fabrata, this week and do the research on Skid Row and Kensington Avenue, Philadelphia.
It will definitely put a perspective of your life for sure.
That's right. If you don't appreciate your life, you look at the conditions of what some of these people live in, and you'll probably have an appreciation for where you are in life.
Right.
All right? And it might motivate you enough to make sure that that doesn't happen to you. That's Sabrata.
Yes.
Little more.
All right.
This episode of Make We Reason is sponsored by Tasty Spoon ATL, located at 4745 Ashford Dunwoody Road, Atlanta, Georgia, 844-TASTY-1. That's tasty is 2 E's. You can order online, DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Postmates, or even Google Tasty Spoon ATL. Oxtail, enough gravy.
We really hope you enjoyed that public episode about how how he first went to the studio and everything. But what I take away from that is, never block your blessings and, always go with your heart. What do you think about that? What do you say, Dad?
Well, I found it very interesting for him to be kicked out of the band
And then
found a lead singer for them.
That's really nice.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's a sense of healing, a sense of moving on, and a sense of closure.
Right. And that's good karma too,
Yes,
I feel.
exactly.
And then I feel like he probably just did it because those guys were his friends. They were hanging out for quite some time, and he did it anyway out of his heart. But for real, definitely take that lesson with me as to always, try to do good and never get tired of doing good.
That's a good word right there.
So,
But there is part 3.
yes, that's coming
the
up.
conclusion to this interview. And our guest shares moments of change.
There's a turn.
There is a twist.
There's plot twist.
So you'll find out on the next episode of part 3 what Paul Blake has been up to, what is he doing, and how did he make that turn, and why did he make that turn.
Yes.
So interesting times ahead.
And this is my last word, Dad. Me just find out, say, someone wanna put sugar in a rice and peas. Wait. But it tastes nice still, no joke. But next time, see you on Make We Reason, alright?
Yeah, man.
What good?
Little more. All right. Daddy-daughter duo out.
T-Rock and Nelly.